Assalamu alaikum everyone, my name's Farah Halabi and I'm a professional Muslim life coach, and as always I'm going to start off with asking you a question. Why do you suffer in your life? What is the biggest challenge in your life right now? What is going on for you that is a problem, an issue, something that is not going right in your life? Think about that problem. Now, right now, through the lens of that problem, can you see your way to Jenna? Can you see your way to heaven, to the everlasting peace of what Jenna means for you? I'm going to guess not. We're told in the Quran, I will put the ayah and the ayah number in the comments, but we're told, and those who have believed and done righteous deeds, we will surely assign to them paradise, chambers beneath which rivers flow, wherein they abide eternally. Excellent is the reward of the righteous workers. So believe and do good, pretty much, and you get to taste paradise. Seems so simple, doesn't it? But why is it then that we do suffer, that we do face challenges, that that problems go on in our lives? If we can develop a daily habit of intentional thinking, the best thoughts about ourselves and about Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that will empower us and motivate us to do the good works, that's needed, bringing that elevated paradise chamber one step closer, inshallah. If we can do that, what would that mean for you, do you think? If that was the aim, that was the goal, not seeing our lives through the lens of our problems, but seeing our lives through the lens of what we can do, the good works that we can do, because anything that we do can be turned into an act of ibadah if we have the intention of pleasing Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. That seems pretty motivating to me. That, subhanallah, that seems a lot. It seems quite inspiring, knowing that if I focus on that work that I'm doing, that endeavour is getting me a step closer to those chambers, that excellent reward of the righteous, Jannah to Firdaus, inshallah. That's pretty, I'd say I'd get up early in the morning to do that, wouldn't you? If you're a professional Muslimah and you are trying to juggle all of the roles in your life, you are working so hard to keep things ticking along, and you find yourself wishing the day, the week, the month away just to survive. You don't have the time or the mental space to stop and review if this is how you want your life to be. You're kind of just in it. And going with the flow doesn't really feel like it's a nice leisurely kind of going with the flow. It feels like you're being dragged along with the tide, like you've been washed out to sea. You know how this isn't what you want to feel. You know that. You know this isn't who you want to be. You know this isn't how you want your life to be lived, but you don't know how to change it. If that resonates with you, if that's you, then I have just the thing for you. I'm running a free class tomorrow to help you address and overcome all of that, all of those fears, all of those concerns, but all of those problems, if you like, so that you can be in your life, so that you can be the leader in your life. It's called Create the Life That You Want to Live a Life You Love. It's being held tomorrow at 11 o'clock British Summer Time. That's the 4th of May. If you're watching this, I don't know, whenever it is, but it's the 4th of May at 11 o'clock BST. And you can register for the class via the link above or below this video, depending on where you're watching it. But it's for you. If you are a Muslim woman that is looking to make changes in her life now, you've been thinking about it a long time, you might have tried lots of different things, but there is something that is telling you that now is the time. And if you've been wondering about this, if you've been thinking about it for a long time but didn't really know where to start, then subhanallah, if you have stopped to watch this and you have got this far, you've not scrolled on, maybe, just maybe, this would be the answer to a dua that you have made. Because Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala knows what you think, knows what goes on in your mind. He is closer to you than your jugular vein. So he knows what you've been looking for, what you've been wanting, what you've been desiring, what you've been making dua for, what you've been thinking about, what you have been mulling over in that wonderful mind of yours. And if you have got to the point in your life where, subhanAllah, things are ticking along. I'm not saying that your life needs to be going monstrously wrong right now. Not at all. But if you feel that there is something more, better, a different way of you being, a better way of optimizing all of the wonderful parts of you, all of the amazing gifts that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gave you in the various arenas in your life that you hold dear, within your work, your family, your community, your home, with your spouse, or with your kids, or with your elders, or with your friends, and with those around you who you want to be around, in those arenas in your life that you are proud of, that you want to achieve and succeed in, and that you want to raise and up level everyone around you, that there is this sense that you want to be in your life to get more out of the overarching intention of living a life that is pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And you might have been thinking about it for a while, but maybe not articulate. That resonates with you at all. If you have been thinking, I want to change, I want it to be different, because as human beings we do this, we can, and I do this, my clients do this all the time. They can tell me all day long how they don't want their lives to look, how they don't want to feel, how they don't want to be. But when you flip the switch and ask, where is it you want to be, who is it you want to be, how is it you want to be, that's a little bit more difficult to answer. But the answers to your life are within you. You have the solutions within you. No one else can live this life for you. No one else can worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for you. No one else can connect to him for you. No one else can connect to those around you for you. You can outsource a lot of the things that you do, but you can't outsource you. You can't outsource the essence of you. You can't outsource the way in which you relate to people, in the way in which you connect with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the way in which you worship him, the way in which you are, that essence of you. No. You get people to do your paperwork, you get them to do your cleaning, drive you around, do your ironing, be a PA. But you can't outsource you, your essence, yourself. So knowing you, understanding how you work, and really getting a real lens on what it is that you want out of your life, taking that leadership, really fine-tuning it, and then setting it about going to work every single day, taking one step towards that life, that person, that way of worshipping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, that way of living that is pleasing to him, taking a step every single day, loving the journey on the way there, tweaking it, praising it, making sure that it's working for you, because we're all just making it up as we go along. There isn't a one-size-fits-all life. There are certain tenets of our faith that are followed, that we do, but outside of that, we have complete creativity, complete free reign over how we decide to live our lives, how we decide to worship Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, how we decide to show up in the various different relationships that we have. How would your life look if you were creating, tailoring, bespoke making your way of showing up in those areas of your life, your own unique way of living this life that is pleasing to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and doing that with the help and guidance of someone who does that for a living, which is me, by the way. So if that's you, I would urge you and invite you to come along and invite any other Muslim ladies who you believe would find this beneficial, inshallah. And who wouldn't? I know I'm biased, but subhanAllah, who wouldn't? So join me tomorrow at 11 o'clock in the morning, British Summer Time, 4th of May, via the link above or below this video for my workshop, my free class, Create the Life You Want to Live a Life You Love. As always, I pray that you are safe, well, happy and healthy, and inshallah I shall see you tomorrow in the class. And if not, well, I'll see you whenever. You take care now. Assalamu alaikum.